serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bounding freedom, peace and unity. The standard from B.O.P.P and laminated productive tube. And we have our eminent facilities seated now on the high table. That's not to underscore that the importance of people that are also sitting on the lower table. I think the level is high enough. But I'm going to introduce the Director General, who is in our midst today. And after that, it's in our midst. It's the second year that we tell us that it's not here. So, the name of the person standing in for me, because he would have opted yesterday, he still said he will find a way to be here. But I think something really took him away. So the name is Mr. Abiola Komolafe, the Director in charge of Standard Development. That is a full directorate. So we thank you very much, sir, for being our guest. So I don't want to commit any brother. I want to leave the high table to introduce themselves one after the other. Then we go over to the other side. So sir, this is the chairman.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Abiola Kenya. Professor of Chemical Engineering, supposed to chair this session. Thank you.
So that we are blessed with the Abiola today. The DJ, the chairman.
Double dose.
So sir, the president again.
Yeah, my name is Mike Adekola, president of Institute of Packaging.
The Vice President of the Institute of Packaging, the National Education Coordinator of the same institute.
The chairman, DG here represented, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jim Alido. I work in the Federal Institute of Industrial Research, which should be Lagos. And then one of the departments is where packaging is. Thank you very much.
And one thing Doctor has not mentioned is that he's also the Deputy Technical Committee Chairman. This institution.
My name is Alhaji Ahmed Alex Kuman. I'm the General Secretary, Institute of Packaging, Nigeria, and also an Executive Director. I'm also the first Vice President of African Packaging Organization and a board member of the World Packaging Organization.
That's a last
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dilip Agrawal and representing our company Lamitubes Packaging Limited as an operation manager.
Standardization Department, SOE. Mr. Dado Yakubu from SOE.
Communications Manager /MR for Salvador Nigeria PSC.
Morning everybody, my name is Yatin Bali and I'm working here as an Assistant Operations Manager for the production of B.O.P.P.
My name is Amon Yobute and I'm from Quality Control.
My name is David Solai, Nigeria. I'm in charge of packaging standards. Also, consultation of chemicals.
He is also one of the technical secretaries today, in charge of one of the financial officers.
Standard for laminated collapsible, and also in some of our office.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Arun Tiwari, and I'm looking after packaging and logistics of this new fish.
Good morning, my name is Mike Okide. I'm the group admin manager.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Mr. Ramdi Moises, Filipino national. I'm representing Plastics Limited in Japan. We are the converter and supplier of flexible toothpaste tubes for family beverages.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bopp. I write for Nigerian
Good morning, everybody. This is Mukul Sharma. I'm head of the department for electrical instrumentation.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Mbani Chinyere. I work for MAN. I am the sectoral executive in charge of the domestic and industrial plastics.
Good morning, everyone. This is Mr. Ministry Director of the
Good morning, everybody. My name is Adekuni Akinde, Import and Export Manager at Bopp.
That's going to be welcome speech from no other person but the DG business that is representing here, Mr. Komalabex.
To welcome you all to this very important occasion of our technical committee for the consideration of standards of plastic packaging materials. Permit me to convey the apology of my Director General, Dr. Paul, Acting Director General, Dr. Paul Angia, for not being able to be with us in person today. It's because of exigency of duty. As I'm talking right now, it was actually going to be here with us, but incidentally was unable to come back from the trip. I think the chairman, the committee is free to work more members apart from the existing members, and to also establish a committee if they find it necessary. Having said that, the two standards we are going to consider today are really very critical, because we know that before we see products, I think the packaging that we see and determine the desirability of even going further to consider that product. And we find it then that this product has been long overdue to have established standards in order to guide consumers, manufacturers, trade in this particular area. So, on behalf of my organization, please welcome you for this dedication. Today, the committee will deliberate on the following draft standards: BI-AXIALLY oriented polypropylene film and laminated collapsible tube packaging. Standardization as a tool for industrial growth and international competitiveness is no longer in doubt, and standards as a powerful unifying factor have turned the whole world into a global village with one voice. Hence, the need to strengthen the competitiveness of this class of products by providing necessary guidance for specifications for plastic packaging materials through elaboration of appropriate standards to ensure that consumers have value and safety in the use of the products like plastic. The process of establishing standards all over the world requires a consensus of opinions to ensure that a level playing ground is provided for manufacturers, consumers, traders, and all those involved in the use and application of the standards for the products. As experts and professionals, we are therefore humbly called upon to deliberate on the draft document being presented today towards promoting best practices in this sector of our economy. I have no doubt in my mind that with the caliber of people present at this forum, necessary justice will definitely be done. I listened to a well-packaged vice president of the Institute of Packaging, and who is also in the publication department of that institute, talking about the SON as a participating agency is committed to promoting industrial development, and we continue to promote competitiveness of made Nigerian products at domestic and international markets through elaboration and implementation of appropriate standards. And I'd like to use this opportunity to express appreciation for the continued cooperation and collaboration received from the organized private sector, manufacturers, consumers organizations, and other interested parties in our quest to ensure sustainable development of our nation through development and application of standards. In particular, I would like to thank the management of Tempo Paper Pulp and Packaging Limited for their collaborative support in hosting this technical committee meeting. This is a clear demonstration of corporate commitment to bring other elements to our society. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it gladens my mind to once again welcome you to this meeting and thank you for taking time from your busy schedule to honor our invitation. It's hoped that gathering here will have very useful interactions in terms of exchange of knowledge, sharing, to enable us have a very durable standard for these two class of products. I wish you all very fulfilling. Thank you.
The Institute of Packaging knew the kind of pressure they've been mounting on us along this direction. And that was why we appointed one of our officers to work closely with them so that it's better late than never, so that we just start something. So please, don't say that they are piecemeal, but this is just the beginning of very good things to see. But meanwhile, maybe the next 5 or 10 minutes, I just ask the officer that we appointed to work closely with you to tell us briefly the importance of these two standards that we are starting with.
These standards started actually with a training from Institute of Packaging. There was a time that they sent invitation to Standard Association of Nigeria to nominate people to come for training. So a committee was set up by the organization, packaging committee. Some of them are not here. That includes Mrs. Asians, Mrs. Ayeri, and some other to look into it and make their recommendations. I happened to be one of those that was nominated to go for that. And I went for 2 trainings in sequence. One at Holy Tournament, another one at After this sense of training, I wrote my report and I made my recommendations for some standards, because the training creates some awareness to some other areas that we need to explore and cover. So I wrote my proposal for some new standards. We should start projects for some new standards for packaging. And I was also put in charge of all these standards. One of them is this B.O.P.P. Another one is this packaging. And in fact, we gave ourselves a deadline of 1 year to make sure that we run as fast as possible. So, but I can't say their pressure was as high as that of Tempo. When Tempo came up, they were very aggressive about it. It's like you answer us now, or it will be a serious trouble. So, and you know, we have so many standards lining up. If we are going to follow the sequence of things, I don't think we'll be clear. But they gladly accepted to host us for the TC for this meeting. So, I don't know, can we just give a round of applause? Even though the project is ready, we will still be waiting for allocation of funds and all those things. But for them volunteering to host us has helped us to do it now and without waiting for them. So when they came up with this kind of robust support, it was easy for us to proceed with this particular project. as we are all aware, the application is very wide. It's so wide, this B.O.P.P things. And many of us here, the stakeholders here, are using it one way or the other. That's not to say that SON is not doing all their best on the funding, but it's just that there are so many standards that needs to be done at the same time. So with that support, Collateral 2 packaging was also joined to it, and that is how we are.
To officially present the draft standards to the chairman of the technical committee for commencement of the deliberations. And what I do that, I hands off, because from this moment onward, the TC chairman is in the driving seat. Thank you very much, sir.
Today this meeting along with the SON plus Nigerian Packaging Institutes and some other delegates from different agencies is a very good initiative to learn for everybody, and we appreciate with the SON people and this Nigerian packaging people. So they spare his time to give the valuable information to everybody and share this knowledge. So I think there is a very good initiative for everybody, and this is a very helpful to establish a new B.O.P.P standard in the Nigeria. The standard is very important to each and every company, because if you don't have any standard in the company, you cannot control on your quality products, and standard is just relating to your customer satisfaction, because if you do not follow any standard, then you cannot control on your quality, so that you cannot satisfy your customers. So with the help of a standard, we can maintain our quality, we can supply the quality products to all our customers, and then customers will become happy, and then we will get the support from them.
Standard Organization of Nigeria is the apex organization in charge of standards in Nigeria, and our mandate is mainly to elaborate standards and implement standards in the country for ensure that products, both manufacturer inside and imported, complies with the relevant standards in order to facilitate trade. The government, in its wisdom, has established the various organizations with different mandates in order to ensure that the overall goal of the country, objective of the country, is achieved. So for us in SON, there is no duplication. Our works are just complementary. That, for example, now, if you compare the issue of NAFDAC deals with regulations and SON deals with standards. And regulations are born out of standard. You use standards in order to do regulations. So our works are complementary rather than being duplicating. And same thing with the other agencies. For instance, customs deals with the imports, duties on imports. They don't have the mandate to handle quality, and it's only SON that can handle companies. And then when the mandates are joined together, our work becomes complementary. We verify the quality of imports, and then they deal with the exercise or the duty.
This factory happened to be a pioneer in this particular manufacturing sector. So we have applied to SON for markup. This is part of the process, and we are doing this so that we'll be able to facilitate getting that certificate. The main reason we are doing this is that we are pioneers in this field, and because of that, and in order to help the government too, and to make sure we establish a standard that others may like to follow for the benefit of the buyers and customers, we have to do this in collaboration with SON to facilitate the standard for this B.O.P.P manufacturing in Nigeria.
Generally, it's of interest that the Standards Organization of Nigeria had done very well in yet trying to establish standards for the use of plastics in packaging, both for food and non-food packaging. I think if there is going to be a ban, it wouldn't be a blanket ban on that, because PET, as we commonly call it,
that's the polyethylene terephthalate bottles, you know, are actually globally used for packaging. But how you use it is what matters. And that is the area of concern by the regulatory agencies and the standards organizations.
Basically today we came in to look at standards for some plastic products. BI-AXIALLY oriented polypropylene products. Basically we are looking at best practices and for local manufacturers to be able to set the appropriate standards for their products so that the products can meet the expectations of the consumers. Irrespective of where you are or where you are buying a product from, okay, you should be able to ascertain a minimum quantity, minimum quality of the product. Okay, so wherever you are buying from a manufacturer for a particular purpose, okay, then the quality of the material should have some minimum standard.
There's a major milestone that we have achieved in the area of elaboration of standards for packaging. We have come for a technical committee meeting for B.O.P.P films. These films are so important because of its wide application in the packaging industries. And you know, when you don't have a standard, it means you don't have a benchmark. When you don't have a standard, it means you cannot certify. And in fact, you can't even test to ascertain the quality. And you cannot provide a framework for industries to produce these very products. So we are able to do this today with the Tempo Packaging hosting the technical committee meeting. That's why we are there.
Today's events to us in SON is a great achievement to be able to come out with standards that will regulate the industry in the packaging industry, and also to protect the interests of the consumer and create a level playing field in the sector. Issue of non-compliance, yes, we first of all, for the industry, the manufacturer, we first of all try to take them along through our inspection, the mandatory conformity assessment. Based on the standard, they are assessed quality-wise to see compliance. Where they do not meet up, we advise accordingly. Because the aim is to help the industry grow so that they can be competitive internationally and locally.
Today's meeting actually is up to expectation, though with its little that is why it is a technical committee, because we have to review, not just to say take things hook, line and sinker. We will have to go through what has been done and make recommendations where necessary, which is exactly what we have done today. Actually, the thing covers almost everything that is expected in the industry. And if the recommended corrections are done, I believe the document that will come out will be a good one that will protect and guide the industry.
My expectation is well met. You see, this is a B.O.P.P film. It has a very wide application. And then we found out that the stakeholders, the industries, everybody has been producing to their own expectation. Now there is need for a national standard. There is need for all of us to come together and have a national standard. And you know that standard is a product of consensus. It's not done by only one person. So we were together to share our experiences from the industries. We will also have documents like ISO to guide us to make sure that we arrive at an enduring standard that can be used to regulate the industry.